the Sylph Road again. I wanted to check out the local nests, but I'm gonna have to go do it the old-fashioned way. First, I just want to say sorry to Dromps and Moots and the rest of the Sylph Road team. I do this every time. I hope it didn't take too much time away from your New York Comic-Con experience. This is Furman Park, which, you probably remember, recently became an Ammonite nest here in Downey. Since I broke the Sylph Road, I can't see if anyone's reported it as something different, but the first thing that spawned when I got here was this Bellsprout. That's not something that commonly spawns here, so if this has become a Bellsprout nest, I'll be pretty happy, because I do want another Victory Bell. That's one. Let's keep walking and see what else we can find. Well, there's already, oh, a Rhydon too. Another Bellsprout on sightings, and a Rhydon. So Bellsprout's looking like the most likely candidate right now, and I wouldn't mind finding that Rhydon also. Now, while we're searching for Pokemon, I want to talk about two new updates that were just announced for Pokemon GO. The first adds a bonus to medals, so they actually mean something, and the second, that's a Pidgey. The second update is going to bring a pretty big change to training-friendly gyms. Let's start with the changes to medals. Right now, medals are a lot like this payphone. They don't really have a function. Now, a lot of people have suggested adding some kind of bonus to medals. Either you gain some Stardust, you gain some experience, maybe some candies for earning higher tier medals. But Niantic just announced an update to medals that I think is an even better. That's another Bellsprout. Definitely looking like a Bellsprout nest here. The update that they just announced is, in my opinion, even better than just giving Stardust or experience. Got it. 2 Bellsprouts. Probably a Bellsprout nest here at Furman Park. Another one on sightings. Right now, there are a lot of different medals, including one for each type of Pokemon. So for every normal type Pokemon you catch, it adds 1 to your School Kid medal. What are the cutoffs? I think when you catch 5 of one type, you get the Bronze medal. When you catch 50, it upgrades to Silver, and when you make it to 200, you get the Gold medal for that Pokemon type. Now, the new update is going to add a bonus depending on which medal you have. For each type of Pokemon, you're going to get a bonus to your catch rate for that type. The screenshots in the description are pretty vague. They don't give any actual percentage. It just shows a +1 bonus for the Bronze medal, a +2 bonus for the Silver medal, and a +3 bonus for the Gold medal. These medal bonuses are a pretty elegant solution to 2 things people have been complaining about. 1, obviously, that medals don't matter for anything, and 2, Pokemon get harder to catch as you're leveling up. There are a lot of complaints from people who waste a ton of Pokeballs trying to catch a high CP Pidgey or Rattata once they reach higher levels. And it's true, as a Pokemon's level increases, it does get harder to catch. Now, by the time you reach level 20 or maybe even 15, I don't know, you've probably caught enough normal and bug-type Pokemon to have gold medals for both of those types, which means you're gonna have a +3 bonus when you're catching Rattata, Pidgey, Weedle, Caterpie, all the common Pokemon that people generally complain about wasting their Pokeballs. So essentially, they're adding this passive increase to your catch rate that you earn just normally through leveling up. It's probably not something that people are really going to go out of their way to try to earn, but just passively, as you play the game, it's going to get a little bit easier for you to catch those common Pokemon. So again, not a huge update, but it's one that I think is going to make quality of life when playing this game just a little bit better. It's a small change. It's something that you probably wouldn't have even paid attention to if it had been included in the game from launch. And I know there's probably going to be a lot of complaints about this, saying how useless of an update it is, but really it's a small thing, and it's going to make catching Pokemon just a little bit easier so that you're not wasting so many Pokeballs. So pick one, complain about wasting Pokeballs or complain about this update. Just found another Bellsprout and a Pikachu. Who do I start with? How about Pikachu? Pikachu. And Bellsprout. And did I see another Pikachu on sightings? Got it. Man, it's hot today. Right, that's 3 Bellsprouts, and there is another Pikachu on sightings. Interesting. Check it out. Here's another Pikachu, which is weird because Pikachu is also not something that I've seen regularly at this park before. This is interesting because last night, before I crashed the Sylph Road, I got on and checked, and someone had reported this as a Pikachu nest. I'm seeing Bellsprout, but now I'm also seeing Pikachu. So, a lot of people have asked me if it's possible to have more than one species of Pokemon in the same nest. I've never seen it before, but I don't know. This is definitely something worth looking into. 3 Bellsprout, 2 Pikachu, neither one's on sightings, and I need to get going. I have to head up into Laurel Canyon. I'm meeting with Bosia again today. We're going to continue talking about that next update, and this one I'm pretty excited about. It's hot in here. If I had to live in LA, it would be up here. Let's talk about the training update. I'm just going to start off by reading you exactly what this post says. We've made an enhancement to the gym experience for trainers of all levels. In an upcoming version of Pokémon GO, when training at a friendly gym, trainers will be able to bring 6 Pokémon to battle instead of 1. In addition, the CP of the Pokémon you are training against may be temporarily adjusted lower during your training session to generally match your Pokémon's battle capabilities. No matter what your level, you can now have an impact on your team's gym. Walk with your buddy Pokémon to that nearby landmark and show your team leader that you can battle with the best. That's an instinct shout out right there. The first change is that you're now going to be able to train with a full team of 6 Pokemon. Great idea. There have been so many questions about how come sometimes when I enter a gym, I can only choose 1 Pokemon, while other times I can choose 6. This eliminates those questions. I don't know why you were only able to train with 1 Pokemon in the first place. Being able to train with a full team of 6 Pokemon means you're probably going to be able to make a much bigger impact in one training session. One big problem with gyms right now is the turnover rate, and this change doesn't do a whole lot to address that, but it seems like it's going to make training a little bit more efficient, so that if someone is attacking your gym while you're training it, you might actually have a chance of keeping it at the same prestige level. Currently, when someone attacks your gym, it's going to lose way more prestige than you can possibly train up in one session, so the advantage always goes to the attacking team. But with this update, if you're training while someone's attacking, you might actually be able to put up a fight. Now the other part of the update is that Pokemon in the gym are going to have their CP adjusted to match your Pokemon when you're training. The reason they give is that this allows lower level players to participate in training up gyms where Pokemon have much higher CP than their own. And this is true, it will help with that, but it's already so easy to beat a Pokemon with even twice your own Pokemon's CP. So there's another motive behind making this change. Some of you are familiar with something called the Bubble Strat, which is essentially a way to train up your team's gyms faster than enemy teams can attack and lower the prestige. Basically, it involves exploiting the slow speed of some Pokemon's fast attacks so you can beat them repeatedly without ever taking a hit or losing any HP. It allows you to gain max prestige in a matter of seconds, and you don't lose any resources doing it. Now, I haven't covered this on the channel because it's a bit of an exploit, and I don't personally use it, so I don't actually have the Pokemon necessary to make it work. But if you are interested, you can check out GamePress. They have all the information there because they are the ones who discovered it. So while right now earning max prestige means using a Pokemon with half the CP of the Pokemon in the gym, with this update, Pokemon's CP is going to be adjusted to match your own, which means the rate at which you gain prestige will probably also be adjusted. This effectively eliminates exploits like the Bubble Strat because the Pokemon's CP will be adjusted to match your own. You won't be able to battle a Pokemon with twice your CP anymore. Now the interesting thing is, in the screenshot you can see that the Dragonite in the gym gets adjusted to about the same CP of the trainer's Dragonite. But all that trainer's other Pokemon have much lower CP. So that brings up the question, how is this change to CP determined? My personal theory is that they'll change the Pokemon in the gym to match the level of your highest level Pokemon. You can see that the two Dragonites have similar CP. It's close, but a difference in their IVs would account for a slight difference in CP at the same level. Now, if that's the case, you probably could set up your team to make something like the Bubble Strat work with the new update, but until it actually happens, we won't know for sure. Now, regardless of how the change actually works, I'm excited because it might finally give you a chance to use some of your weaker, lower CP Pokemon to accomplish something meaningful. Now, it's not the necessary stat rebalancing that I've suggested before, but it does mean we might finally get a chance to use Pokemon like Alakazam or Sandslash in battle for a reason, and actually have them be on equal footing, or at least similar footing to what we're battling against. Again, all that's kind of going to depend on how the system actually works, and there's no word yet on when either of these updates are going to be coming to the game. But make sure you're following on Twitter, because I'll tweet it out as soon as I find out the update is live, and I'll definitely be making videos to cover both of these new updates as soon as they're available. Now, excuse me, I need to get back to work. By the way, I think Niantic added spawn points again, because I only ever used to see 3 Pokemon at most on the sightings here. So go check out your local spawns, see if anything's been added. Home now, and I have something to open. This is not the secret package, by the way. That's the secret package. Here's the second Go Plus. I'm giving this away. Check out Saturday, what day was it? I'm announcing the winner for this giveaway in Sunday's Q&A video, so check out the video here for all the details on how to enter. Basically, just leave a comment on that video and subscribe, and you're good. So apparently I really broke the Sylph Road this time. The traffic spike from yesterday's video was twice the normal traffic spikes that they experience when I make a video about the Atlas. And beyond that, the increased activity was sustained for quite a while. Somehow that intense resource overload caused a bunch of problems, and basically a lot of reports were lost. They were able to restore a backup that restored all nests reported before 8:30 last night, my time, Pacific time. So if you submitted a nest report after that, you might have to go out and do it again. So I just want to say, Dromps, I'm sorry that I kind of interfered with your Comic-Con experience. You guys are doing a really amazing job with the Nest Atlas and the entire site, the subreddit. And seriously, this Nest Atlas that you guys have created is exactly the type of resource that I dreamed of when I first heard about Pokemon Go. It's like real-life Professor Oak stuff. So keep up the good work. Again, I'm sorry I interfered with your Comic-Con. I'll see you on the road. Now before I end this, I do want to check up on Furman Park because I did see that interesting possible hybrid nest thing going on today, and it looks like it's only been reported as a Bellsprout nest. Now if I remember correctly, I did see a Pikachu report last night before I broke everything that possibly could have gotten lost during the incident today. But I'm definitely going to go back and check it out, investigate a little bit more, because I'm really curious what's going on there. A lot of people have asked if it's possible to have more than one species of Pokemon in a nest, and today I saw the first evidence for myself that it might be true. But that's it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you tomorrow. This new atlas is super useful if you're not familiar with the nests in your area and you just want to see a broad overview of where everything is. Again, when you're looking at unverified nests also, you're gonna see a lot of unconfirmed reports like this. Snacks is taking good care of the secret package.